It is a thrill to be here for what should be an exciting opening night. Game. Greg, are you feeling any first game jitters?
It's hard not to, Kevin. I mean, the feeling in this place is just electric. I'm not sure who's more amped up for this one, the players, the fans, or us here at the table.
Now, here is Gallinari. Hits it from three-point range. Gallinari's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Nuggets.
And you can tell Gallinari has practiced at the arc for countless hours, the way he trusts his motion.
Thompson sets the pick for James. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Shot clock at 5. Irving kicks to LeBron. Love the pass to James. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Harris against Smith. Harris drives in. He gets that one.
Gary Harris says, I got more than just a three-point shot, folks. Excellent at getting into the lane by penetration.
Knocks it loose. Irving against Moutier. Launches a three. Gallinari with the rebound. Jokic finds Gallinari. Fareed with it. At the elbow, Moutier. Over Thompson. And it's Denver scoring again. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. It's stolen by Moutier. Fires away from way outside. Rebound by Smith. It's been a slow start here for Cleveland. Looking for their first basket of the game. Offensive rebound. And it's sent back by Jokic.
I'd love to see Jokic get a little more assertive with his defense, but a good block this time.
It's good. From long range.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Jefferson's checked in for the Cavaliers. Moutier against Irving. Pass to Love. James outside. Will it go? And another miss by Cleveland. Denver's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. There's Gallinari with the 3. And again, Denver with the triple.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Poked away. Gallinari with the steal. Harris outside. From the arc. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Now here's LeBron. He takes it in. Good defense by Jokic.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Chris Anderson is checked in for Thompson. Dunleavy comes in for LeBron. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. .36 seconds left to play in the first. Jokic with the steal. Moutier against Williams. Moutier dishes to Fareed for the 3. Another 3 for Denver.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
From deep, Jokic gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jokic has got 6 points.
Yeah, they've built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Denver.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
And this last summer, the salary cap went up $24 million. Greg, by far a league record. That's led to a lot of spending by these teams.
That's right. And the cap spike allowed the Warriors to sign KD. Lots of other free agents got paid as well. Some mid-tier guys got
some of those A-list contracts. We'll see how those deals look in the next year or two.
Shot on the wing. There's Gallinari with the three. That's his fourth basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Here's Moutier. Lays it up and banks it in.
What a finish against contact. He definitely earned that bucket.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jefferson's shot is off. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. For Cleveland, they've gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Williams can't get it to go.
Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Here's Moutier. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Moutier's got 5 points in the quarter.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now. Hey, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that three a little bit because he was trying to get back at his opponent.
From 17 feet out, hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Moutier's got 9 points. Cleveland's gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Dunleavy, guarded by Harris. Williams with a clean look. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
The shot's good from Farid.
This is Farid's bread and butter now. He finishes inside because he stays within himself.
Williams looking around. Anderson passes to Williams. Another miss by Williams.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
From deep, Gallinari. They get the rebound, and it's put back in by Farid.
Kenneth Farid, always aggressive in attacking the glass. You got to put a body on him or he'll make you pay with offensive rebounds.
Williams finds Love. Back to Williams. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. Jumps up. Gallinari outside. Shoots the three. Drains the three-pointer. Gallinari's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Nuggets.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
And stolen by Harris. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Here's Gallinari.
Oh! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! My goodness!
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Here's Moutier. Another 3 for Denver.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
They've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Denver on top, just dominating this one. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks.
And taking a look at the Cavaliers, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah. And moving on now to that first half, tough sledding so far for the Cavaliers.
I think it's funny watching.
And that's a halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Gallinari, what a contribution.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Jokic, that's a two-pointer, and the jumper is good. Jokic has got the first basket of the second half, that one for the Nuggets. And so it's Cleveland with it. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Love, no luck.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Moutier. Now Jokic. He's covered by Thompson. And Nikola Jokic, good for three. Jokic has got 11 points.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Puts up a three. And again, Denver with the triple.
Really their own. Worst enemy right now with all these turnovers.
I tell you what, guys, this game would look a lot different, would have a different texture if they didn't give the ball away so much. I mean, that's really been the storyline so far.
Smith finds Irving to end the run. Smith, no luck.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And here's Jokic outside. They get it again. Fires for three. Makes that one his sixth of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Pass to Smith from outside the arc. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
They double him with Love. And Fareed kicks to Jokic. Another 3 for Denver.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
And so James will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're scoreless since the first half. Out to the right wing. Love, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Irving double teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. The tray. And again, Denver with the triple.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
And there it is.
Again, they get careless with the basketball, and immediately it costs them.
Yeah, that's been the pattern, guys. I mean, their turnovers not only killing their offensive flow, but fueling the fire at the other end. That's a losing combo.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Jokic, that's a two-pointer. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Outside Irving. To the paint, here's Thompson. Trying to get something going. Kicks it out to Love. Smith outside. From outside, off the mark. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The three-point shoot. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive.
Taking off the moment he sees his opening, that's an opportunistic play there.
Moutier's gone 6 of 7 from the field here, getting just about everything to drop. Jefferson passing to Irving. Offline with his three. And it's the Nuggets ball. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And Jokic gets it to go.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Now here is Smith. Irving for three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Gallinari's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Anderson. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And it's LeBron in for Richard Jefferson. And they double up James. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Moutier. And again, Denver with the triple.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. As of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And here's Irving. Love outside. Smith kicks to Love. It's Irving, top of the key. To halt the run. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Denver.
Another one for Jokic. You expect him to wear down at some point, but he just keeps coming.
Irving against Moutier. No one near James as he lets it go. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Smith against Harris. And again, Denver with the triple.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Irving passes to Love. Smith with a wide open look. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. From deep, Jokic. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so James will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Nuggets.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And had significant points in this game. They just stayed committed to their brand of basketball, and that's why they'll be taking the front end of this 3-game season series against the Cavs.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jokic.
And, you know, there was no stopping him tonight. Whenever he got the ball, he was looking to score, and rightly so.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Fareed finds Jokic. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Jokic draws the double. Good! Another from 3.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for 3-point shots made. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Boy, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Now, Moutier. Another 3 for Denver.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that